So Frank, it's come to my understanding, my knowledge, that through the grapevine there's a little bit of a talk about maybe where the next Worlds are going to be held. You want to spill the beans for us on that? Or is this the place? You ready to do this?
I think it is the place. I think it is a time. I think it is the network. It is the show. I mean, I want the whole nation to break this breaking news, right?
All right, wait. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Come on, lay it on us.
Al, you know, it was a long, tedious process, and we finally nailed it because last year, I know you know where we were last year, right?
Yeah.
In Las Vegas, Top Golf. I mean, the Westgate, it was enormous, a great event. And we wanted to bring this one though back to the East Coast, east of the Mississippi, and we wanted to bring it to this side of the country. And I'll tell you what, we've chosen a city in the South Atlantic Conference, in the state of South Carolina, Columbia. And if you have not been to Columbia, and thank you to Experience Columbia for bringing us there. I was there a month ago at a trade show, and it is amazing. We've got the conference center, hotels, restaurants. When our players come there this year, all they're going to want to do is park their car and just enjoy the city, man. They will not touch the car for a week. They're going to have the time of their life. It's all walkable. It's a safe, great community, and I cannot wait for our players to experience
That's
this.
a great location for that. I've been there a number of times myself, and you're right. You get it, you park your car, and you leave it. You walk. Everything's within walking distance.
Yep.
I mean,
great
whether it's food
restaurants,
or bars or entertainment or obviously cornhole, which is the most important thing at this point. But it's all going to be right there. That's a great location.
It is, and soon we'll have our hotel deals lined up. So if you're a player that's planning on coming or a spectator that's planning on coming, you'll want to get those things booked up fast so you can get the best rates and make sure you get where you want to be. Because there's the Hilton right across the street from the convention center. That is where you're probably going to want to stay because it is walking distance. Again, you'll get up in the morning, maybe stop by the swimming pool, grab a little breakfast, and then roll over to play some cornhole.
That's great. So Frank, give it to me one more time. When is the Worlds? Where are the Worlds? Lay it on me.
Hey, it is July 20th to the 26th. We're going to Columbia, South Carolina. In 2020, season 15, cannot wait to have it happen.
There's the Worlds. What can I say? Mic drop.
Waking up, hanging upside down, yeah. It's okay to just hang around. Don't let go, don't look down.
Welcome, Hole Heads, to another episode of Hole Nation. I am your host, Rich Pyle, and I'm very excited to bring this episode to you today because we got a lot of great things happening today. We got a chance to go out to Owensboro, Kentucky for the Owensboro Major this past weekend, which was a sold-out event. Sold-out event that's huge. It's like record-breaking. So let's jump right into it. Check out the winners. We're going to bring up this graphic. Congratulations to all the winners. It was a tough tournament with really tough competition. Speaking of tough competition, I was able to sit down with two guys that are at the top of their game. Stephen Ochoa from Michigan and Bret Guy from Kentucky. And I got to tell you, what happened during this interview, I was not expecting. Check it out. All right, Hole Heads, I'm excited to be here today at Owensboro, Kentucky, and I got two guys here that I'm going to be interviewing. I'm excited about it. We got a sold-out show today, and we got kind of a dark horse here in my friend Stephen Ochoa, who is kind of on an upswing of his game right now. He's won some majors. He's playing out of his mind. He's playing really good, and we got Bret Guy, who's always been playing really good. He's always on top of his game. And I get a chance to bring them to the table today, at this great event and talk a little bit about what is in their head and what they're expecting out of this tournament. So, Stephen, welcome to Kentucky.
Thank you.
What do you think about this sold-out show?
It's been great so far. I wish I could be doing a little better. Planning on taking down the champ.
Yeah?
Hopefully we get it done today.
All right, good. Well, welcome. Good luck to it. You know, any kind of ability that I possibly could have that I could pass on to you, I'd give to you, but you don't want any of that, so I'll keep it. Shut up, Brett. Brett, welcome to Kentucky. This isn't your first time in Kentucky, though, is it?
It is not. No, I live in Kentucky, so.
Well, so you're here all the time.
Yeah, not in this area. I'm about 3 hours north, but yeah.
So it took you 3 hours to get here today?
Yeah, around there.
What do you think about the fact that this is a sold-out show?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I knew coming in that this was going to be one of the biggest majors of the year.
Why? Why'd you know that?
Because it's in Owensboro. I mean, there's no other place where you can get as many people this close to a major. Because you got Louisville, you got Indiana, you got Northern Kentucky, you got Cincinnati, you got, I mean, there's 13 states here. I mean, this is one of the best ones there is.
So this is kind of the hub of
yeah, oh
Cornhole.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. By far, definitely.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the fact that this is a sold-out show, Steve?
I feel like everybody wanted to come here in the guy's backyard and take them down.
Oh.
And all I got to say to that is bring it on, baby. Bring it on. I ain't scared.
So you guys are still obviously in the winners bracket, or still moving forward towards the championship
still
game, right?
alive.
Yeah.
Still alive at least.
How you feeling
alive.
about your game today? How you feeling?
I felt pretty well. I played my last game. I didn't end up winning, but I played, in my mind, phenomenal. Me and hitting the ball, man. We went back and forth constantly. I lost 21-19, but I got robbed on a couple shots. But it was still a really good game, and I'm feeling really confident about my game.
Feeling good right now.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Steve? What do we got going on today?
Same as him. I just lost my last game, unfortunately for him. Now he's gonna get knocked out in the losers bracket, but.
Now.
So you guys are gonna meet each other in the
To
losers
get
bracket
to
now.
the finals of it, we got to run through each other, and I hope it does, so I can run through him.
Wow, I wasn't expecting all of this, but I like it. I like it. So what happens? What do you see? What do you see? And what's your prediction in the future matches coming up that you're across the board from Bret here?
I see me winning about 21-7.
21-7.
You don't give me 7 points? Only 7?
Why do you think that it's going to be? Why do you think that you're feeling tough and you're feeling strong? What is it about your game right now that's making you feel strong and confident?
I'm at my peak. I'm at the top point of my game.
You're just coming off a major, right?
Yeah, I just recently won the South Bend, Indiana major.
That's a pretty big major in itself.
The last time Bret's won a major, but.
Yeah, I won that very same major about a year ago. I won that same major, and I probably won about 3 more after that one too. So, got a lot of catching up to do, but I hope to play you so I can beat you.
What do you say to that? If Bret's saying he's going to beat you, what do you say to that?
Well, the one before that, recently in Indiana, I played Bret as well, and I took him down in that one.
Yeah, yes you did. It was a good game too. It was close.
Yep.
It went down to the wire. Yes, it was. It was close, but I'm getting the upper hand on this one.
Home field advantage. Bro.
Yes, I do. I got home field advantage. All the momentum's my way.
So you're feeling that this is your game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why do you feel that that's your game?
Because it's just how I'm feeling today.
Now, the last time that you guys met, as Stephen just brought up, he beat you.
Yeah, he did. That's one time out of, what, the 15 times we played?
Have you guys played that many times together?
Yeah, we played a lot. We played definitely a lot of singles
Other than
games.
the last match that you guys played against each other, when was the last time that you had played before that? How long a span was it?
What, it was like 3 majors before that one, somewhere around there. We played each other, and I ended up getting the win.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah,
So it was last year.
yeah, it was last year's.
So obviously you've been in the game for a long time. You've been at the top level of cornhole
I've been playing
for
at
a
the
while.
top level for almost 14 years now.
For 14 years.
Yep.
And you won a number of majors. And so how many majors have you won since the last major that you've won? It wasn't a question for you.
I haven't won any. I haven't won any this year. I have a couple of top 4 finishes, but I'm planning on this today. This will be my first major win of the season.
So Okay, and I'm not picking sides. I mean, I hope everybody has I hope that no matter who wins, you guys are at the top of your game. Because I'd hate for one person to be at the top of their game, which you seem to be right now. You are at the top of your game. You just come off of the major win, and you're at the top. But you've been there for a while. So I'm not saying that I want one person to win over the other person, but I would like to see both of you guys at the top of your game at the same time, and wish you both luck. And hope that you guys come, you know, whoever, if there's not such thing as tie, but I wish that you guys are both at the top of your game when it happens. So, your predictions of the next match when you play against Steven.
I'm beating him 21-12. I'll give you more points than he gave me, but I'm beating him 21-12.
And your prediction again was?
21-7.
21-7. You're beating him 21-7.
Hey, I admire the gumption. I admire it.
I don't even know what to say to that, but I'm looking forward to this match. So, whole heads, back to the studio. As you could tell, I was kind of blindsided by that. I wasn't expecting it at all, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it so much, in fact, that we've decided that we're going to make this a segment of each one of the Whole Nation episodes coming up. So this is what I need you to do. I want you to go to our Whole Nation Facebook page. I want you to send us a video of you calling somebody out. Now, it's going to be somebody that you can possibly match up against in one of the upcoming tournaments. So, call them out, smack talk them, maybe throw some money down, get them off their game. So, like I said, if you think that your game is strong enough, if you think that you're ready to lay down some smack talk, bring it on and let's go. Next up, I got the chance to sit down with 9 of the top female cornhole players in the world. Now, you might think that that was enough, but it wasn't. I got a chance to ask them what they thought the future holds for the women of cornhole. So if you think that these women are going to be all prim and proper, you got another thing coming. Roll the tape. I guess I'm wise enough, old enough, wise enough to realize I'm going to have no control over all of these women. So I'm going to let them kind of control this whole scene. So we're going to start off by introducing all the women. Let them please say what your name is and where you're from.
TRACEY McMitchen, Louisville, Kentucky. TRACEY McMitchen, Louisville, Kentucky.
That's good. Tori Smith, Paducah, Kentucky.
Lisa Gannon, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Tina Armstrong, Shelbyville, Tennessee.
Yeah, don't put it off.
Linda Oglesby, Millington, Tennessee.
Paula Stevens, Roanoke, Virginia.
Karen English, Philpott, Kentucky.
Robin Smith, Calvert City, Kentucky.
Beverly Dotson from Dixon, Missouri.
And Tanisha Lashley from Louisville, Kentucky.
All right, that was very good, and it's funny that once we started rolling the cameras, how you guys all quieted down and acted like you were doing the proper thing, which I know that that's not like any of you in real life. So, okay, so let me ask you girls a question. What is it that you see in the future for yourselves as female players in the sport of cornhole?
Well, the Queen of Cornhole, one of them. I'm striving to be one of the best. Of course, we're all going to take turns kicking each other's ass, like I said the first time. It's definitely going to happen. We're all great, even you, Tracy. I'm coming for you, Tracy, back to back to back, and Paula down there, and Karen again. I definitely want to be considered one of the best. I practice a lot as much as I can, especially, in the wintertime you can't. But I just want to be considered one of the best female players, and I want to take turns kicking everyone's ass. And hopefully they kick my ass a little bit, but not too much. So,
I would like to see the sport grow a little bit for women.
Absolutely.
I don't see as many women as I would like to see playing. So we try to get as many in our area. We try to play co-eds and try to get the husbands bringing their wives out to play and taking them out of the house and bringing them into the club and playing cornhole and just having a good time and getting better. And I don't want them to be intimidated. I just want them to have fun, because once they come in and they see people playing well, then they're intimidated and say, I don't play that good, so I'm not coming back. But you got to keep encouraging them to come back and play, and they just keep getting better and better. And I've seen it happen, and they get really good after a few months. So don't be afraid to come and play, and just come have fun.
Let me take that from you for 1 second. I'm sorry. What do you think that it is that needs to be done in order to be able to get more women out here playing competitive, professional cornhole?
I'm sorry, I had something to say. As a CO, we are doing where we have a new any new ladies that come in with their husbands or significant others or whatever. Want them to. We just actually set up a separate set of boards. We set up a separate tournament. It doesn't count for anything. It just kind of lets them start getting into that area and start doing it. I'd love to see all the other COs kind of just start opening up something like that, because I think once they start playing, we all know how addictive it is. So I think the sooner they play, the better off we're going to be. That's just my thought.
The problem is getting them to play. They don't think they're good with the guys.
Which is why we
So,
get them
yeah,
just by
but-
themselves.
Yeah. Still, they don't think see the guys playing and they go, no, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. But they're never going to get good enough unless they try.
Play better. I just want to beat them. Beat the guys.
Yes, beat them.
All you guys.
All of them.
But I think that we need to do a doubles for women's.
Yeah!
Because the more the better, right?
I would love to see more women get into this, but like the rest of them said, as a CO, all my women, we're not good enough to play with them. You are good enough to play with them. You just got to come out and play with them. My very first world tournament, I met Paula, and her husband's like, she's only been playing for 3 months. And I literally, we threw on the same boards, practiced together, and that first woman out of all these was the very first woman that I met in cornhole. And when we played together, it was great. It was great. And then I met all these other women. This is the best right here. You can't get no better than what's sitting right here.
Oh, wait, time out. Excuse me. Robin.
You know what I want to say, and I'm a prime example. My husband and I have been playing cornhole for 3 years. This is the first time I have ever played in the women's single.
Yay. Yay.
So I know that anybody can get out there and do it. When I first came in 3 years ago, the first lady that I seen throw cornhole bags was Karen English. And you're gonna make me cry because I have looked up to you and I have followed you, and I knew that someday I'm gonna be like Karen English.
You are, girl.
And she's my hero.
That was sweet.
That was sweet. It's the truth, and you know it.
Well, I'm a very competitive person.
Yes, you are.
And I actually, these two, Paula and Karen, I look up to them. And every time I play them, it's competition. And it makes me a better player, even though I haven't won yet.
I'm not.
It makes all of these girls, all of them, I think's been in it, except for maybe you longer than me. But me and Tina, we practice a lot, and of course, to be a better player, you have to practice, and it's addictive.
It makes you.
It is addictive.
Playing better
She's
players makes you-
addictive.
You're not gonna get any better playing someone you beat.
I don't know.
I just wanted to say, that other than the cornhole, I come here for the family. The people, I can count on them anytime. It doesn't have to be cornhole. I can call them for anything. And the female, we all know that females are difficult, but when I'm playing next to them, it's competitive. But when we're off the court, it's just like we're family again. So that's what I appreciate the most.
Well, these women just covered everything. So I'm just going to say I agree with all of you except for Robin, because Karen's not my hero. No.
I love that.
That's all right. I'm still staying.
Like I said, I'm got no control here, but I'm going to call bullshit on a little bit of you guys for saying that you guys don't think you're competitive enough, or that you guys. I'm gonna. No. You did say it. Now you're switching up my words that I'm switching up on you. No, you. Okay, listen. I'm gonna on you a little bit because you guys or girls were talking about how women think that they, in the back of their mind, aren't good enough. You women are more competitive than any man I've ever met in my life. All right? So you guys need to wipe that out of your heads right away, because I can guarantee you that pretty much all of you guys can kick my ass. Probably half the guys that are out in the other court right now. All right, so wipe that off of your head, right out of your head right away. You guys are good enough. There's nothing in this game that says that it's sexist one way or another. All right, so don't go in there with the mindset thinking that because I'm a woman, I am not good enough to be able to compete with these men. Anybody can play. That's the great thing about this sport. Age, gender, nothing. It's level playing ground from the time that you step up to the boards. It's going to make a difference in this game. All right, so the other thing that I heard from you guys is women's doubles.
Yes.
Is that probably the most important thing that you guys think needs to happen in the ACO?
I think we would get more women to come out and play.
More women come and play. If you have women's doubles, because it's women against women, because why? Because you guys feel more comfortable playing against other women?
Yes, it's hard to play against women, because for some reason I play much better against a man. I don't know why. I feel like I do. Because I feel like I have more to prove. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. But it's harder. Women you like. I mean, people you like in general, it's hard to play against. I have a hard time.
We go head to head every regional.
But y'all don't like
every regional. And I mean, we're like the best of friends. But when you step up to that board, it's it's game on.
It's competition. That's it.
And then as soon as the game's over,
it really has everything to do with. All right, so I work with only men, so I hear only what men have to say about us ladies, and we are very difficult people. Yes. I know we are, and we're like he said. I'm truth be.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing.
Good thing. But I said we are more competitive than those guys are in there. Yes. We are, and so because of that, we don't want to get beat by. I'll be fine getting beat by a guy. I don't want to get beat by girls. Right. That's what most women say. Right. That's what most women say, because they don't care to get beat by a guy because, well, a guy's supposed to beat us. Right. You know, that's what. No, I'm saying that's what the majority of women that are not playing will say. All of us in here say, "Oh, hell no, hell no. We're supposed to win." So I don't think it has anything to do with whether I like you, because I like all those guys out there too. I like some of them a whole lot. When they bend over.
All right, I'm gonna stop putting this in your face like that then.
If a guy beats me, I'm coming back. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna see you again.
Well, that's the way that it is. And that's the way that it should be. It's like I said, it's a level playing ground in this sport, and I think that it does need to be addressed a little bit more. And I think, Frank, I do think that women's doubles is something that needs. And then once these women are done beating their own asses, then they can come on to the men's side of it and start kicking our asses too. If you're ready for it.
we're ready for it.
All right. I'm ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
Women where we don't have to even play, where the women don't play with the men. I would really like to see so many women in here that we have to have pool play. I know, but I'm saying
I would pay to go watch that.
I would too.
Yeah. I don't want to too, but I would love to have a women's tournament too. I want to be able to play against the men too. Because some of them men out there is like, oh, it's a woman. She can't beat me. Guess what? to the boards, you're getting your ass whooped. Excuse my language.
Fired up, Tina, fired up.
They get beat by a woman. They hate it. They hate it. Yep. That's right. They don't like it at all. Nope.
I've had so many people get so mad when I beat them at the boards. And it's, you know, hey, guess what? A woman just you.
Shake my hand if I beat him. How about
That's
that?
terrible.
You know, if you're a bad sport, you're a bad sport. I have nothing to say about that, but I appreciate all you women coming out here and being part of this with me today. I'm honored to be part of this with you as well. So, Frank, women's doubles. All right, Holeheads, we're nearing the end of another episode of Hole Nation. But first, we'd like to wish good luck to everybody that's going to be competing next weekend in North Platte. And make sure that you register early for the Haines City Major in Florida on January 24th and January 25th. And join us next week as we have another great episode as we sit down with two icons of the game, Matt Guy and Easy, and we get their perspective on the future of the game in a way that only they can say it. So please, go to our Hole Nation Facebook page and like it, and invite your friends, and invite their friends, and invite your family, and invite everybody that you know so that we can get the word of cornhole out to the whole world. So, I'm Rich Pyle, your corn star, reminding you that whether it's slick or sticky side down, keep on tossing.
Waking up, hanging upside down. It's okay, you just hang around. Don't let go, don't look down. Waking up, hanging upside down. On the upside.